girls, today we are maximizing your Maximus. So we're gonna start off with a nice little warm up. So Nubia is gonna come out and do some little hill runs for me so we can get our little booties all nice and warm. Bending your knees down the hill is really important for your knee health. So making sure you have that kind of nice circular movement. We're completing 3. Right now, we're getting our blood going. We're lubricating our joints, getting those muscles activated. So we're gonna have a successful workout. Last one. So the Maximus is what makes up the most of your glutes, and it actually is the largest muscle in your entire body. It is so important to have this muscle be activated and that you're working it and using it consistently, because it is a supporter to your low back. It is so good for your hip and your knee health, and so many benefits as well to your core. So what we're doing today is we are definitely working out that Maximus so that we feel healthy all around. So these are our glute kickbacks. We have a modification with no weight, which is perfect if you have a little bit of an issue with the low back and she's starting to heal. This is her first day back into the gym, so she's gonna take it easy and not do any weight. Nubia over here, she's doing a 10 pounds. Again, what you're wanting to do is make sure that your hip is right up over your knees and that your wrist is right underneath your shoulders. Coming up, what they're doing is called a 1.5 rep. So they're going all the way up, a halfway, and then all the way down. All the way up, halfway, all the way down. So what that does is that really taps into that muscle right here at the top and makes it the most activated, and you get the best results from it. So this one's hip thrusters. So what we're doing is we're placing the bar over the hips. She's gonna bend her knees into a 90-degree angle, lift up. As she plants her heels into the ground, she's gonna focus solely on her glutes. This is a heavier one, so she's only gonna complete 10, but notice that she's holding and squeezing up at the top, right there. Look, that nice good hold, and then come back down. She's getting the most out of her Maximus, again, which is the main part of your glutes. This is what gives you the most volume to your glutes. So hip thrusters are an advanced version of bridges. We're gonna go ahead and take a look over here. We have Bree doing the bridges. She's got that booty band on. So Bree, this is gonna be our modification to our hip thrusters, as she's going to just dig her heels into the mat, squeeze her glutes up, get a good nice hold, and come slowly back down. This is so great for strengthening your core, as well as tapping into those glutes. She's doing awesome. So right now we have a barbell. We are 35 pounds, and we just have a little sponge that's on her hips so she doesn't bruise anything here. So as we are going to dig our heels and press into the mat, we're gonna lift our hips up. We're gonna squeeze up at the top and then come down. Perfect, that looked awesome. Lift up, squeeze, open those legs a little bit, come down and in, good. 3, perfect, give me 10, 4, good. 5, use those glutes, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Beautiful, hun. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Perfect. You feeling it? Yeah. I don't know what number I'm at. Good, that looks good. First, I'm going to show you a lot of different variety of lunges. We're going to have Bree demonstrate walking lunges. So notice that she is having a good 90-degree angle into her legs here. She's got a good solid balance through her core. So you can tell that she's going very slow and controlled. She's not trying to rush through here. As you'll notice, she'll kind of take a second, find her balance as she comes to the top, repositions, and then goes back down. Good. Another one is backward lunges. So stop right here, babe. We'll show them backward lunges. So she's going to go into a back lunge, really extending that leg, and then coming up using her front heel to guide her glutes. So there's alternating what she's doing, or you can do stationary and do one leg at a time. Either or is good. So if somebody had bad balance, I would recommend holding on to something. So Bree, go ahead and hold on to this. She's just gonna hold on to, so if you're feeling that when you're doing lunges and your balance is just really thrown off, she's holding on to something to allow her to really get the proper form that she needs to. Each time, again, she's digging that heel in to make sure that her glutes are activating and she's not using most of her quads or hamstrings or whatever else she can use, right? Those look great. She's always going to inhale on the way down and exhale on the exertion on the way up. So that way that you're not holding your breath through this exercise. So now being your first day back into the gym, how was your day today?
Oh, I was scared.
But you did modification. Instead of the hip thrusters, you did bridges. Yep. So as far as walking lunges, you used no weights on there. For the hill runs, you just ended up walking. What were other modifications that you used if it's somebody's first time going to the gym?
Instead of,
especially after an injury.
Instead of those hyperextensions, which I normally love,
yes.
I did just kickbacks.
Just kickbacks.
Standing kickbacks.
Perfect.
And you wouldn't think that it would be such a good exercise, but when you're really flexing it and engaging, like after a couple reps,
you're feeling it.
Yeah, it gets to you.
So she's having that mind-body connection where she's really focusing on that connection to her glutes. And when you can squeeze that glute muscle, you're going to be burning definitely after a few reps. So there's definitely a difference between somebody that's just kind of half-assing their workout or full-assing their workout.
Maximize.
Maximize your Maximus. Great job, guys. That was a really good session today. This is Nubia on hip extensions, reverse hip extensions. So you're going to put the weight in the back of her legs. She's going to grip it with the back of her knees. Bringing her legs into a 90 degree. Good. Flexing those feet, coming nice and down. Squeezing up at the top. Perfect. I bring my heels together on this one. That feels a little bit more comfortable to me. Perfect. These are pretty tough, so we only have a total of 10 here. Awesome, babe. So the biggest key here is you want to try to relax your back as much as possible and only be focused on that Maximus. We are going to do a glute stretch because Betty is killing her glutes over here. Good job, by the way. So go ahead and cross your leg over. We're going to go into a figure 4 and sit back. From here, what we want to do is we just want to make sure that this knee is going down as we're filling it into our bent leg. If we're not feeling it that much, we're just going to grab a little bit lower. Anytime I'm stretching, I always take about 3 deep breaths. On each exhale, I get a little bit deeper into that stretch. Good. We're going to just tap it off with a hamstring one. So we're just going to drop our heels to the ground, bend our knees slightly, mostly bend the planted foot knee. Good. And send our hips all the way back. From here, we're just going to rotate side to side with our toes. Good. And then let's do the other side. That look good. Good. Nice, good exhale. Get a little deeper. Drop that heel down. Send it back. Rock side to side. Bring that back leg up just a little bit more. Good. So Betty, that I love, is she has been so consistent in the gym that leg day is one of her absolute favorites. And the best thing that she does is she'll take an exercise, she'll write it down, and then she's going to perform it on her own. So that way when she does it with a trainer, she actually can progressively go on her own as she starts to feel and remember what movements and how to position her legs and all that. So she takes it to the next level, which is great. So good job, Betty.
I loved today.
Yay! What did you learn anything different that you've never done before?
Yeah, the one where I was like hyperextension, but the barbell was like right here, that one over there.
Okay, so the one on the bench?
Yeah.
That was your favorite?
It was my favorite. I have never done it, and I felt it in places that I have never felt before.
Ooh, girl, and honestly, you rocked it too. So the girls that I first put on that, by the way, I only will put like maybe 5 pounds on each leg, which is a total of 10 pounds.
Right.
You rocked 30 pounds today on that. Good job. I'm glad you liked it. So you can easily do this in the comfort of your own home in front of your Christmas tree or a fireplace. And if you need a gold booty band, go ahead and click the link below. Follow me